Hello, everybody. Welcome back to your favorite podcast, which I don't need to tell you what that is because it's your favorite. But we're, of course, the Weekly Weebs because I'm obligated to say the title, of course. But you guys already know because, again, it's your favorite. I'm your host, Zerio Machini. I'm your Zach of the week. because I'll tell you right now, the other Zach is not here because we can only have one at a time.
For now.
Yeah. So things are going to be a little different this week. We're and by a little different I mean kind of the same because I'm not doing news, and you guys know that I never have news. Except
Only the real Azario has news.
it's just that once in a blue moon where I decide that I feel like doing news, but but this week we're not doing that at all. Instead, what I wanted to do is just kind of just check in with you guys and kind of see how you guys have been doing with life. Anything like special going on, good or bad, that you feel like sharing. So I'll pass the question off. How you guys doing?
Overwhelmed.
Overwhelmed? What's going on?
Well, going back to our recording last weekend, we had our 2 episodes last weekend. Then I had a sporting game on Saturday night for Iowa Phoenix football. Sunday, Crimson and I recorded 3 episodes of Nerdy Talk.
Oh,
Wait,
awesome.
Stay tuned for those. They're going to be coming.
Yeah, going to be bringing out some book reviews as well. So I've been trying to get through a couple of those to be able to line some up. Then I had a soccer Monday. Because of the storms on Tuesday, my game got moved to Wednesday. So we had a doubleheader Wednesday night and then soccer Thursday. So in a 6-day span, I had 5 sporting events and 5 podcast episodes while also working every day for 8 full hours.
Yeah.
And the partridge in a pear tree.
Yeah, for real.
I'm tired.
Oh, I feel that, man.
Thank God for the 3-day weekend, though.
I'm so happy
Yeah.
getting a tattoo done tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
Yes, I'm excited for that.
Is that a surprise what you're getting, or what are you getting?
Oh, I'm getting a Medusa tattoo. The last 2 books I've read were both Medusa themed, and I now really want a movie about Medusa in the same vein of how they made Joker, like a biopic about a fictional character.
Yeah, because her story is pretty tragic as hell.
Pretty fucked, yeah. And it really depends on which myth, because there's multiple versions, like one where she's the daughter of a god and goddess, and so are her sisters who are their Gorgon, but somehow Medusa's mortal, and then it gives up herself to Poseidon to save him, essaying another human girl. In other ones, she's a priestess of Athena and gets essayed by Poseidon. There's even some where she willingly consents to it, but either way, it's kind of fucked up what Athena does to her.
How fucked up? It's fucked up. That's pretty fucked up.
It's pretty fucked up.
Pretty
And
fucked
then
up.
Perseus is kind of just
for you.
Perseus is kind of a man child.
Yeah.
He's just there.
The last one I read, though, it was actually a pretty really interesting finish to how they wrote the novel, where he actually had a conversation with Medusa before it happened, and she wanted him to end it because she was so tired of being cursed. And that one, I'm like, okay, that's actually a really, really good wrap up to the story.
Yeah.
Instead of her being viewed as a monster for protecting herself for 1,000 years. So most of the myths, she wasn't trying to kill people. They were trying to kill her, and she was defending herself.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm excited about that. And then just to kind of do nothing a little bit this weekend. And by that, I mean go to a lot of events.
Not have to worry about work shit and actually just enjoy life.
Yeah, and then I'm taking all next week off from sports and relaxing a little bit, figuring out our plans for baseball, softball, and then Des Moines Con next week, the Greek Food Festival next week.
Ooh.
I'm excited for those 2 events. I finally found a Sniper King pop figure that I'm going to have Sonny Strait autograph
Hell yeah.
at Des Moines Con. But yeah. So that's been my hell week.
Well, I mean, at least some of it sounds not so hellish.
It was just a lot. Like, it was just like a little bit of burnout. But I am excited for us to get Nerdy Talk up and going again. The idea of doing like book reviews and author interviews has ignited that creative spark for me, because I was getting really burnt out between doing this every week as well as all the sports and stuff like that, because spring is one of my busiest seasons, and by that I mean it's just another season because I'm always busy with sports. But spring brings me Iowa Phoenix football, boys and girls soccer, which are always different nights, lacrosse, and beginning of baseball, softball. It's not any really different from winter where I have hockey, wrestling, and basketball.
Right.
My life sucks sometimes.
I mean, at least it's something that you like to do and something you're passionate about.
Yeah, and there's spring sports.
Yeah. Yeah. That's crazy. Brendan, how you doing?
Been doing pretty good. I don't know, for some of you, I don't remember if I talked about it too much. I started a new job a while back. It's been going really well. Starting not next week, but that week after, so on the 3rd, I start my actual schedule, like my official 10 to 7 schedule, so that'll be a
Nice.
different change of pace.
Yeah. Basically, your whole day taken up.
I mean, yeah, but I get to sleep in.
Yeah.
So that's nice.
Yeah, that is nice. I remember when I used to work restaurants and I had a similar schedule to that. And
Yeah.
it is kind of nice to get to sleep in.
Yeah. Otherwise, I mean, Erica and I we went to the celebration thing with Frenchie and Cat last night, and we found a Trafalgar Law Funko Pop and a Garify Luffy. So we bought those.
Nice.
So that was fun. We're also going to be getting tattoos tomorrow, and I'm debating between 5 and
Between 5.
well, they might have
Just get 'em all.
well they have a potential buy 2 get 1 free kind of deal. I don't know if it's
I thought that
still-
was just on Wednesdays.
I wasn't sure if it was going on still or not, so I wasn't sure. So right now I'm debating between a tiny Umbreon,
Oh, that's cute.
a snail that I want to see if they can add like a little nub hand to it
So
for like
the
the
Adventure Time one. Oh,
exactly.
that'd be so good.
My leg. I want to get that on my leg because I saw that and I'm like, you know what? I kind of need this now. A Kirby bong
Yo.
and the South Park outline.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
That's the Medusa one I'm getting.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah.
Are you
I
gonna
thought
get
about
it
getting that
colored, or-
too,
Oh, that's cute.
But probably just the outline, maybe a little shading. But with summer also starting and swimming being a big thing, I'm not going to be really too worried. I don't want to be worried about like color coming out. If it's just, I'm going to throw some Tegaderm on it for a couple days. Call that
There
good.
you go. Yeah. And then next weekend, Erica and I are going to go with some friends of ours to Missouri. We're going to go see Good Mythical Tour because,
nice.
yeah, Good Mythical Morning's going on tour, so they're having a show. And then we're going to do a meet and greet with some of the cast members there. I'm very excited for that.
Oh, sweet. Are you gonna be able to meet Rhett and Link?
So there were 3 different options for like the meet and greet. You could do Rhett and Link, you could do Stevie and Chase, or you can do Emily and Mythical Chef Josh.
Mm-hmm.
And so we chose Emily and Mythical Chef Josh solely because like Josh is like my idol. He is like the reason that I got my passion for cooking again.
Oh, nice.
So I absolutely want to meet him. Plus he's just a fucking awesome human being.
He seems like a good guy. I saw the video he did with Post Malone.
Yeah, that was so good.
I want to see him get Nick Swardson, or not Nick Swardson, Nick Offerman on there. Ron Swanson.
Oh,
Just like a bunch of meat plates.
Yeah, I want to see just what his last meal would be.
that's fair. I know they did one with Shay Mitchell recently.
I don't know who that is.
You ever seen Pretty Little Liars?
Nope.
Okay then.
A little bit.
She's one of the characters on that.
Okay.
And then I forgot to send this news to you forever ago. Or on Thursday actually.
That's forever.
Yeah, it feels like it. Because me and you had talked about on Nerdy Cast for like the Hercules movie and their cast. Dua Lipa is reportedly being eyed to play Meg.
I'm not against that.
I'm not either.
She's also hot, so I'm definitely not against that.
She is hot. Yeah.
I feel like Meg should be played by a hot girl. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Also,
Fair.
Dua Lipa, personality-wise, would fit Meg perfectly. She literally has a song about not being stupid with your ex. New Rules. That's the first
Yeah.
song I ever heard by her,
Yep.
and I love that song. I would not be against her being Meg.
Yeah.
Shut up, Meg.
I am very much looking forward to seeing what that cast will be. Yeah.
She's got the look for it. I'm glad that it's not just like super typical white. She's part Albanian, so
Nice.
Yeah. But otherwise, I mean, other than that, like, I haven't really has been too much going on that I can think of. Putting more time in Stellar Blade, still haven't beaten it.
It's hard to play with one hand, right?
No, it's hard to play when I have a buddy of mine who lives across country who's like, "Yo, you want to play some Brawlhalla?" And I'm like, "Yeah," and then we rage. But yeah, I mean, really just kind of same shit, different day for me. Nothing too hectic or crazy like Frenchie over here. I think he's probably our busiest guy on the podcast, hands down.
I want to sleep.
You deserve like
Man, I
a whole
feel that.
weekend of sleep. You need to go into hibernation for a while. What about you, Higgins?
Man, I've been good. Like Frenchie, I've been very tired. Cause a lot of stuff at school. And work sucks. Man, work sucks. I can't wait to get out of there.
Oh, I bet.
Whole reason I'm in school. But yeah, lately I've been getting ready to do a project. I got a kind of a big project coming up within a couple weeks that I got to be working on, where like we're essentially we have to act as if there's a company coming to us asking them to redo all of the networking in their office.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to come up with like this presentation that we actually have to like record ourselves doing and present it to the class, which I'm not super excited about. Yeah. Where we basically have to do like this entire floor plan for this office and completely redesign like all their servers and routers and modems and stuff like that, and all the different
All the fun times.
yeah. It's like, so that's been pretty crazy. Bouncing between that and work has really been kicking my ass lately. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't know if it's quite as, I probably wouldn't say it's quite as hectic as the stuff you've been doing, Frenchie, but when you said overwhelmed, I definitely felt that.
And you've got such a wild schedule to begin with, because you work during the day.
Yep.
You have school at night.
Yep.
And you've got projects and homework that you still have to do before a deadline.
Yeah. So by the time, like, technically my class gets out at 9, but then every day I've got like after class work. So
Yeah.
Depending on what that is, sometimes I don't even get to bed until like midnight, and then I wake up at 4 to get ready for work.
Jeez.
So yeah, that sucks. But it is what it is. The nice thing is, once this project is done, I'll start the last course in this run, and then I'll only have like 2 months left of school.
That's good.
And then it's on to the job search.
That'll be nice.
Yeah. Well, I have so much anxiety though about actually looking for a job.
Yeah, that was kind of my scenario. Like that was the same situation I was in when I got let go from my previous one. Like, job searching was really hard, and it seems like just with the way the world is right now, it seems like it's just a little trickier to get those kind of like better, kind of higher paying jobs to some degree, without there either being like some sort of like downside to it, or just not really being looked at for experience purposes and stuff. So yeah, no, I get what you mean, but you'll find something and it'll be a good fit.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sure of it.
Since I've been getting like, I'm not really close to the end, but I'm relatively close to the end. I've been kind of thinking about what I want to do with the time that will open up once I'm done. After I'm done,
Sleep.
definitely sleep. Yeah, for
Catch
sure.
up on them Z's.
Maybe I'll take like a month of doing nothing but but sleeping. But
I mean, yeah, why not?
But yeah, I don't know. I definitely want to find something to fill that time after that.
Get into Lorcana, my guy.
Uh, probably won't be doing that.
Get back into Magic.
Yeah. I will have time to play Magic. That'll be nice.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, other than that, things been going good. God's been moving my life in a good direction, I think, so far. So
There you go.
yeah. Anything else that you guys want to say before we jump into the topic?
I want to go to bed. But also, I just came across this on Instagram. Melissa Fumero and Stephanie Beatriz
Mm-hmm.
from Brooklyn Nine-Nine
Mm-hmm.
are starting a podcast together, and I think that's amazing.
Awesome.
They're calling it More Better.
More better.
But
dumb.
Santiago and Diaz getting back together. Apparently, they're still really good friends.
Hell
Nice.
Someone
yes.
said they should call it Sleuth Sisters because they were both detectives.
That's a good name. I like that one. I also like More Better just because of how left field it feels.
Mm.
Yeah.
I want to meet Stephanie Beatriz so badly.
Well, considering that she's now part of the Has-Been group, I know they've been traveling a lot lately. So I mean,
I have not seen her name come up at a single con though because
I
she
haven't
also
either.
could have been traveling previously, being in Disney.
Yeah.
So
Well, I mean, you're gonna. I know Louise is gonna be at Animate.
I'm so excited. Louisa, the donkeys.
What?
You ever seen
From-
Encanto?
Once, like forever ago.
It's the big muscled sister.
the buff girl. Okay.
The buff girl. Yeah.
And
Gotcha,
they're always yelling at her about the donkeys getting loose. Louisa, the donkeys.
I'm on it.
Her song is probably my favorite song in that movie.
Agreed. And I'm gonna talk to her about that because she's gonna be at Animate Des Moines.
Nice. That's sweet.
God, I can't fucking wait for Animate Des Moines.
I gotta figure out how much money I'm spending because I know I'm already getting 4 autographs minimum.
I've been throwing like $50 every single paycheck that we get into my separate savings because we have 2 savings. We have Erica's savings, which is more focused on the mortgage, and then there's a little extra in there for if something happens that we need.
Your rainy day fund.
Pretty much. And then my savings is more like the fun savings. So whenever we're saving up for different trips that we want to go on or different Comic Cons and stuff, we'll put money in there. So I've been putting $50 away every paycheck towards that.
Hell yeah.
And so I'm hoping, because I don't want to spend too much AI this year, which I know I probably end up will anyways. But I'm gonna try and
I'm
tell
doing one
myself
autograph and
every year
alcohol. I don't really think I need more artwork.
yeah,
Right
I don't
now?
I don't think I'm gonna do anything for autographs for
I'm getting
AI.
Draken's autograph. There's no freaking way I'm not getting a Draken autograph.
I'll say hi. I'll say hi to him and stuff. At least seeing him and talking with him a bit. I think that will be fun. But I think I might. I know we're gonna probably try and find some more One Piece stuff, whether it be prints or figurines or stuff like that. But other than that, I mean, Lorcana and
It's really
One
hard.
Piece are really what's on our bucket list for AI this year, and then the rest of the money is going to be going towards Animate because one, it's going to be a little bit of a bigger con. 2, Brittany Karbowski's there, and I'm going to want to have her sign so many things, and I'm going to want to get some selfies with her because she's the best.
It's really hard for me not to buy prints specifically at Anime Iowa just because of how many of the artists I started being friends with.
I know.
So it's when I'm talking to them, it's well, I might as well buy your stuff.
That's kind of my
Such a
same.
weird-
That's kind of my same thing. With Janelle's booth, normally.
Oh, especially with Janelle. 'Cause-
Yeah, I'll try not to buy prints because I know I'll buy some of the cards because I
Yeah.
know at least with the cards they could kind of be a little cheaper the more you get kind of thing.
Yeah. Plus, I'll look
So-
at them more because I'll be actively using them in games.
Exactly. Like, and I normally tend to try and get cards that I think look cool and I could use in a deck that I already have. Like if it's a card that I already have, or if it's a card I think would work better in the deck that I know I couldn't afford the real card of, because I'm not gonna do fucking professional shit for that. I'm gonna play casual and I'm gonna show
Yep.
off my pretty artwork from one of our good friends.
Yep.
So, yeah, but. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to the rest of this year. I've been looking forward to a lot of the cons that we're going to. I've been looking forward to the weekends. Well, this weekend and next. And then, yeah.
I'm so happy that we have a 3-day weekend.
Dude, same. I get a 3-day weekend this weekend. I work 3 days, and I get another 3-day weekend.
Yo, what the fuck?
Well, because Friday's the Good Mythical show.
Oh, right.
So I took Friday off, and we're leaving that morning, checking into our hotel, going to the tour, going back to our hotel, probably get baked as fuck. Then the next day we're going to go to a couple dispensaries, and we're going to probably, I think we're going to try and get some hot pot also. We're going to try to find some hot pot places.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of days off, the first week in July, I have a week off of school,
Ooh.
and I'm gonna, which my birthday is that Saturday.
Oh, hell
so,
yeah.
So I'm also gonna have, I calculated my vacation time, and I have enough to take off that week and still have enough for the weekend of Anime Iowa.
You
so-
going to take off that week and sleep?
Hell
You
yeah.
go catch up on your Z's?
I'm gonna have a paid week off of work and school, and it's gonna be amazing.
I loved that feeling back when I was in Full Sail, like having those like times where work and school were both like off, and I was just like, yeah,
Yeah, I'm just gonna be dead for a week.
yeah, I feel that.
People are gonna be like, "What are you doing for your birthday?" And I'm gonna be like, "I'm gonna be dead."
I'm gonna be sleeping for my
Yeah.
birthday.
Yeah,
Happy birthday to me. I'm gonna
I-
catch some Z's.
I'm not as good as Jesus, where I'll come back to life in 3 days. It'll take me a week, but
Minimum.
yeah, but I'll be dead for a week, and I'll come back later.
There you go. So we are kind of that lasted a little longer than normal stuff. So what's our topic today, my guy?
Well, I don't know. I enjoyed that.
No, I like that.
Our topic is, of course, getting a bunch of characters together and having them beat the fuck out of each other, just like I've been doing.
It's time for a death battle.
So, similar to how I did it last time, instead of doing like 2 teams of 10, I have just 16 fighters, and we'll where they're not split up into teams, and we'll just arrange them.
Oh, kind of like tournament style.
No, pretty much just how I did it like last time, where it was we didn't have them like split up. It was just one big pool. There wasn't like a limit as to who can fight who.
Oh,
It's
like
just-
it's a big like
just-
battle royale.
not a royale. It's still like 1v1s.
Oh, it's just okay.
But-
I'm tracking.
Yeah, but they're not split up into teams. Is all I'm saying.
Gotcha.
It's just
that makes sense.
It's just a fighter pool.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll go ahead and announce the fighters for today's combat. Number 1 on the board, we've got Zoro from One Piece. Next, we've got Zabuza from Naruto.
Are these all going to be major sword users?
They won't be. Actually, there is kind of a theme, and I want to see if you'll get it. But
Are they like the second mate to the characters?
Zabuza is a villain.
Well, no, that's why I said the character, like the either main villain, like main hero or villain. Like, what are they like?
Well,
the
Zabuza
kinda-
would be the number 1 in that case because he had a number 2. That was Haku.
Oh yeah.
Remember, he was the guy in the Land of Mist with the giant guillotine blade.
Yep.
That had
Who
the.
just attacked a group of people without his arms.
Yep.
And just a knife in his teeth and killed all of them.
Well, goddamn.
Next is Captain Yami from Black Clover, returning for the second week in a row.
Okay.
Next is Askeladd from Vinland Saga. Next is Gino from Afro Samurai. In case you guys don't remember, he's the cyborg with the teddy bear helmet. It was Afro's childhood best friend. He fought with the two swords. Next is, you won't know this guy, Crimson,
Coyote Ugly.
but Coyote Stark
Oh, well.
from Bleach. He's the #1 Espada. Next is Vash the Stampede from Trigon. Then is Philly the Kid from Cannon Busters. And then Death the Kid from Soul Eater.
Trying to think what the theme of this would be.
I don't know. I lost my second idea after the third one because I'm like, are they all going to start with Z?
Then is
Yeah.
that'd be an interesting one.
Oh, that would be.
That next is Lady Nagant from My Hero Academia.
Is that the one with the rifle elbow?
Yep,
Okay.
that could like walk on air.
Which also, what an oddly specific spot to have a rifle in your elbow.
Yeah, it's
I like
weird.
that her hair is bullets. That's sick as fuck, though.
Yeah, but I mean, you only have so much hair.
True,
And it
but
does-
she's also very accurate with her shots.
Yeah, but like, the more that she's used, the faster that.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
fair.
I mean, she had plenty of time in jail to grow more hair, but
Yeah.
next is Gearless Joe
From Megalobox?
Yep.
So he's getting fucked by anyone.
Yeah.
because-
Yeah. No
Uh,
questions asked.
Next is Alex Armstrong from Full Metal Alchemist.
I was about to ask, are these all just basic ass humans that don't have any special abilities? They're just strong. But then I'm like, no, that's not the case
We
because Death
literally
the Kid.
just talked about Lady Nagant has a fucking rifle in her elbow.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what?
also,
That's fair.
Zabuza is a ninja. Ninjas are magic. Yami is Yami's,
Get in the comments. Ninjas are magic.
Ninjas are magic. Yeah.
Death
Yeah,
the
Yami
Kid
is literally
the
magic.
son of death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So Alex Armstrong, Bon from Seven Deadly Sins.
Well, he might win this because he's immortal.
So is Philly.
Oh shit, that's right.
Aoi Todo from Jujutsu Kaisen.
I don't know why, but when you said Aoi Toto, I immediately assumed it was from
Aoi.
Bed and Breakfast for Spirits, but that's
Oh.
Aoi Tsubaki.
Uh,
I'm like, okay, well maybe Gearless Joe won't lose.
He won't be the first loser.
and finally, Adam Smasher.
Fuck that guy.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I never knew, or I never remembered that his first name was Aoi. So when you said Aoi Todo from JJK, I'm like,
Toto.
Toto.
yeah, I was Boogie Woogie. Yeah. Pistol Friendo. And then Adam,
I
who
really
from
want
what?
Adam
them to
Smasher from
Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk.
Oh,
He's the
I
one. He's the
really
big
want them
cyborg
to-
guy at the end that killed everybody.
yeah, I remember him.
I really want them to make a Wizard of Oz reference with Toto. Just like Ghetto or someone going, well, we're not in Kansas anymore.
Oh
that'd be
my
awesome.
god.
Like, or his domain expansion was Kansas. That would have been incredible.
Yeah, there's a giant
Yes.
tornado with
Yes.
a house fly around it.
Itadori's just like, what the hell is this?
His domain expansion is him just spinning like a helicopter. Helicopter. This is-
So do you guys want to take a stab at the theme before we jump into it, or
I have no idea because every single one of these characters has a different specialty.
and such a weird like they have such a specific.
I mean, for a while I
don't
thought it
know.
was like a darkness type thing, but like Alex Armstrong's is not darkness.
no? In fact, he's pretty positive and sparkly.
I would have said they're weapon masters, but technically that's not true. 'Cause Adam Smasher is just
Gearless
Big
Joe doesn't
cyborg
use
boy.
weapons.
Famously.
that's. I mean, yeah, that's fair. I got nothing. I really can't. I have no idea.
Like some of them have like cybernetic enhancements, like
Adam
Vash.
Smasher.
an Adam Smasher.
Alright, I'll let you guys in on it. So it's actually split into secret sections
Oh, you bitch.
where It's the first 5 are sword fighters. The
Guns.
next 5 are gunslingers.
I was wondering if that might be the
And
case.
the final 5 are
Wait,
fisticuffs.
I think I missed. I missed one.
How dare you?
So I'm gonna.
Oh, it's not Adam Smasher.
It is Adam Smasher,
Oh.
but I'm putting him at the bottom because of how he fits into it.
That's valid.
So the one I forgot was Yusuke Urameshi
Ooh.
from Yu Yu Hakusho.
Hmm.
So first 5 are sword fighters. Next 5 are gunslingers. The next 5,
Catching
are-
hands.
yep, catching hands, fist fighters. And then Adam Smasher is the wild card that does kind of all of that
Okay.
because there has to be an even number.
Just to like immediately get rid of their upper hand, can we just put Philly versus Bond?
Yeah.
You want the 2 immortals fighting each other?
I just
Well,
think-
because is Death the Kid also immortal because he's a son of Death?
well, Death
can
isn't
die.
immortal. Death almost dies.
In the manga, Death does die.
Yes, that's
So
fair.
like, if Death himself is not immortal,
His son definitely is not.
That's valid.
But
I mean, yeah.
but between, even though they're both immortal, Bond would still kick Philly's ass.
Oh, yeah,
Bond's gonna
100%.
kick most of the people on this.
'cause
Ooh,
here's
actually,
the thing
Bond versus Adam Smasher, because Adam Smasher with all of his enhancements and abilities, that could be interesting.
Yeah, because he's even got Sandevestein.
Yeah.
He's got that time stop power. Plus all of he's got blades coming out of him. He's got guns, missile launchers. He's literally got everything.
Yeah.
He's got hands.
What's first matchup then, my guy?
Well, let's just start from the top for Zorro.
Yeah, first up is Zorro. So,
Versus.
so of course he's got that's what we're going to decide.
Uh,
So of course he's got the 3 sword style. You guys of course know Zorro infinitely better than I do. So your opinions would matter more than mine.
His armament hockey is crazy. The way he's able to use it, not just for defense but attacking as well.
who is this one again?
Gino, he's the cybernetic samurai from Afro Samurai.
Oh, yeah.
He's the one with the teddy bear.
Okay, yeah.
Remind
yeah.
me where Coyote Stark is from.
Bleach. He's the number 1 Espada. He's the guy that had the 2 pistols and all the wolves.
So, I personally think one of the matchups has to be Zorro versus Yami. I think that's a fair statement considering, like, they both, ironically, are voiced by the same person. But,
Just here, I guess it wouldn't be the first time that Chris Sabat has yelled at himself. Happens
Vegeta and Piccolo get in arguments all the time,
Yeah, Raccoon is also Chris Sabat.
Yeah.
So-
as is Yamcha.
but they're also very strong. Like, they're
So he
both,
yells
like,
at himself
more
all the time.
human kind of swordsmen,
Mm-hmm.
but they're very strong for being just human kind of swordsmen.
Yeah, Yami, in addition to being the buffest character in the show, uses magic to enhance his physical abilities.
Yeah.
And he has ki.
Yeah. And then Zorro is just he's Zorro.
Darkness Slash versus 3 sword style would be really interesting.
Yeah. That's why I'm kind of thinking of pairing those two up, because that would be such an interesting match that you would have to stay like thousands of miles away from and watch on a broadcast that's being aired from a satellite so you don't die.
That'd probably be most, if not all of these, to be honest.
I mean, fair.
Except Gearless Joe.
Yeah. But remember, the whole reason, I'll tell you now, the whole reason Gearless Joe is on this is because he can take a punch. He fights cyborgs.
But can he take a bullet or a sword?
Can he take an alchemy punch? Can
Maybe.
he take a boogie woogie punch?
Maybe. Who knows?
I really think Joe's getting screwed.
Joe's getting screwed in every matchup he's in, regardless.
All right, so you guys want Zoro and Yami?
I think so.
I fuck with that.
Yeah, I made a right decision for once in one of these lists.
I don't really think there's like a right or wrong decision. It's just whatever we think will be the coolest fight.
Well, I mean, like, normally with the other ones that we've had, like, I don't know too much stuff about it to a degree compared to, like, the other guys. So, matching up for me is just way different.
There's only one character on here you don't know, right? Just Stark?
Yeah.
Because everything else
Yeah.
we've watched.
Yeah, and I'm caught up on that. I think we're just, like, we already started the new season, so.
Yeah, because most of these are assignments.
So hear me out.
I've only seen a little bit, though, because I haven't really finished. I finished regular Naruto, just not Shippuden.
Well,
I mean-
he dies in that arc.
Oh, wait, is Zabuza.
He's the first villain.
He
that
traps
they have.
he gets trapped by Kakashi in the water sphere.
You're right the first time.
Okay.
He traps Kakashi.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, that's what I thought. And he had the apprentice that like surrounded
Naruto.
Okay,
Sasuke.
yep. Sasuke with all the different like
The crystal ice mirrors.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, so hear me out. Bon versus reanimated Zabuza.
Mm.
Ooh.
So their fight would still basically last forever.
Yeah, but also they have fairly similar skills because Bon, the way he moves, might as well just be a ninja
Mm-hmm.
because he's got incredible speed. He can rip people's hearts out of their chest.
Yeah. He also can enhance his physical abilities and make himself buff.
Mm-hmm. I
So
think
he-
him versus Zabuza would be a
gonna
really
enhance.
interesting fight.
That would be pretty interesting.
I could definitely see that. And Zabuza's power sets, like he's kind of a more quintessential ninja as well. Because in addition to him being strong enough to swing around the fucking guillotine blade like it's a normal broadsword, he's
Right.
obviously incredibly powerful, and he's got like water dragon jutsu and stuff like that. But at the same time, he's got skill sets that are perfect for assassination, like with his hidden mist jutsu.
Yeah. I'd be down for a Zabuza versus Bon fight.
I would be too. That'd be badass.
I want to see.
So next is Askeladd, who is, technically a normal person, but that line gets pretty skewed in Vinland Saga. He is the only person that Thorfinn was never able to beat in season 1. Considering Thorfinn was even able to cut up Thorkel and cut a couple of his fingers off, was never able to do that to Askeladd.
Part of me is stuck between having Askeladd fight either Vash or Yusuke.
I think I would, out of the two of them, I think I'd probably rather see him fight Vash.
Why not Gearless Joe? That might be the only one Joe has a shot against.
I mean, they are both the quote-unquote normal people, so I can
That
see
is
that.
fair.
And Joe's fast enough to dodge a sword, too.
Yeah,
That is also fair.
might even be able to disarm him if he's trying hard enough.
Yeah.
And we know Askeladd can take some damage, too, in that final fight.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's fair.
Dude took, a couple arrows, some sword slashes.
Yeah. It still was like, fuck you, I'm killing.
I mean, he only died because he wanted to.
He died on his own terms.
yeah.
I'm just thinking, it might not be the most exciting fight, but I think it's probably the most even fight for either of them.
It's probably. It's the one that Joe would have the most of a chance with.
That's fair. Yeah, I can agree with that then.
All right, I can fuck with that. Askeladd versus Joe.
Yeah. Now that we got Joe taken care of,
Next is Gino.
Gino and Vash. I can't say much for Coyote Stark because I've not seen Dick about Bleach.
Coyote Stark would wreck Gino.
But I think a
Coyote Stark
Gino
would-
v Vash fight would be really interesting, solely because Vash does have his metal arm, so he can kind of block those, like those like the swords as well. And plus, he has a unique fighting style. Like he kind of knows like gun fu, where it's like he can do like the up close stuff and still be able to shoot a gun
Yeah, definitely.
like efficiently.
Plus,
Definitely.
Vash doesn't want to kill anyone, and Gino would be like a good redemption type thing that he would undergo, and that would also put him at a disadvantage because Gino's just trying to murder.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see him fighting Gino as kind of similar to when he was fighting that kid in
The dad.
no, in the newer series there was that kid that was turned into the giant like hulking cyborg monster. It was like that 8-year-old.
Yeah, the one that he rescued years ago.
Yeah. So he'd probably see Gino in like kind of a similar light where it's like, oh, well, he's still like technically human even though there's nothing like human left in him, but yeah, I could fuck with that. Vash versus Gino.
Hell yeah. This next one's all you, buddy.
Death the Kid. I've already been thinking about this for Coyote Stark.
I wrote Gino versus Gino. I was like, where did Vash go?
I'm fighting myself. No.
You think Coyote versus Death?
It's either that or Philly because those are the only two that have like supernatural abilities that can also fight him from a distance.
Well, what about Lady Nagant?
Lady Nagant would get screwed over so fast.
Well, yeah.
She's just a human.
What about Atom Smasher?
Atom Smasher's getting fucked.
Really?
Coyote Stark is the strongest singular character on this list, like hands down, without a doubt. Honestly, the only person that like really had kind of a chance would be Vash because his cannon arm can wipe out a city in one shot. And you're gonna need that shit against.
What about Yami and his Dark
someone
Dimension slash?
Well, we already used both of them.
Yeah,
and
fair.
Also,
Yami
Yami would also get fucked.
Yami would get fucked.
I don't think you understand. Coyote Stark would wreck Ichigo for most of the series.
Yeah.
What about
And
Zoro? I know he's already used, but would Zoro even?
Absolutely not.
Look,
Really?
the One Piece verse is full of bitches compared to Bleach.
Well,
No.
Naruto is full of bitches compared to Bleach.
There's no well about it. Like
again, I haven't seen Bleach,
The
so
only
I guess I
major
can't say much on
anime
it.
that can compete with Bleach in terms of strength is Dragon Ball.
yeah.
And that's just because some of the characters are fucking universal level.
Yeah.
Jeez. All right. Well, yeah.
Should
Like I
just
said,
put
I don't
Zeno on
know.
the list.
What?
That can be. He can be on our list of Z's. Is Zeno?
I thought you
Yeah.
said Zim for a second. I'm like, we're throwing Zim into this out of left field.
How did-
He's dying. Period.
How did Zim beat Stark? What the fuck?
How the fuck did
Gur
Zim?
distracted him with the Doom song, and he got him with a chair.
Oh my god.
And it's Gur coming in with the iron chair.
But you should watch Bleach.
I know.
Because
Honestly, pause Naruto and go to Bleach.
like
I haven't even finished Naruto. I haven't even gone. I
Well,
had the
that's
thought of going back to it.
well, that's why he said pause.
No.
You can't pause something you finished.
Fair.
Unless you rewatch it.
I guess. I truly think, just based off of what I know about the things that you like, Crimson, you would love the fuck out of Bleach.
Good fights, a lot of shadows,
Okay.
great music.
Yeah, because it's both dark and funny. Everybody's super powerful. There's waifus everywhere.
How many episodes is it again?
364 minus the 1,000-Year Blood War arc, but if you take the filler out, it drops to like 150.
You shouldn't skip all filler though, because sometimes it's important character information.
Well, I know I'll
You
probably
can-
do like what I did with One Piece, where there was some episodes that was like mixed filler and canon. I probably watched those because I did that with. We also did that with One Piece. We watched the episodes where it was mixed in with both.
Yeah, you can just ask your good buddy Zario what filler to skip, and he'll tell you.
Fair enough.
If I remember correctly from when I was thinking about going and rewatching it, the first like 64 episodes go through Rukia's rescue. And after that, I think there's like another 110 of canon episodes. I found a list on Reddit that had like all the ones you should skip, and
Definitely skip the Bound arc. It's terrible.
and then I don't know how many episodes the 1,000-Year Blood War arc is.
Right now it's at 50, I want to say.
Okay, so you're looking at like 200, 215 episodes.
Because I can't remember if because it's 2 parts in, which is halfway because it's going to be 4 parts.
That's not terrible,
And
then.
I think each part has been like 24 or 25 episodes. I want to say, but I can't remember that for sure.
I'm really trying to will myself to go back and finish Bleach. Since I've read the whole thing, I want to actually watch it because I want to have watched all of the big 3.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair. Who we got next? Oh, we still are on Coyote Stark. Oh wait, we're doing Death the Kid, right? That's what-
Yeah, we can do we can do Stark versus Death.
Like, I just think with his kind of like internal abilities, being the son of Death,
Mm-hmm.
he might be able to pull out some supernatural bullshit.
Fair.
Well, yeah, he is strong enough to fight the demonic being who is strong enough to kill Death.
Yeah.
So he is very powerful.
It's just really hard to compare like characters from Soul Eater to some of these other ones because there's
Yeah.
not really power scaling well in that show.
Yeah. There's not like feats that we can like really see.
Mm.
Yeah.
They would probably have a really intense gun battle though, for sure.
Oh yeah.
Bunch of buildings blow up.
All right.
All right, next is Philly the Kid. 1 kid down, 1 to go. So who we have left for him to go against is Lady Nagant, Alex Armstrong, Toto, Yusuke, and Adam Smasher.
So, I don't want to say Philly v Armstrong or Philly v Toto because I think Armstrong v Toto would
That's
be such
also
a
what my
fun
thinking was.
fucking fight.
That would be awesome.
I'm almost feeling like we have to put him against Adam Smasher because he's immortal. So like he
Yeah.
would have a good buff against Adam Smasher.
He'd probably be one of the closer ones to actually
His
stand a
body
chance.
might be fully tattooed by then
yeah,
with
But-
numbers, but I think he could outlast him.
Yeah.
definitely.
And also, I just don't think there's another good matchup for Adam Smasher.
Yeah, because everything else we've already kind of
Like
used.
it would have been him versus like Gino maybe and Coyote Stark are like the only other ones that I think would have been good
Well,
matchups.
possibly Bond, but only because Bond's immortal.
Well, really, out of who we have left, I could imagine a good fight between Adam and against either Armstrong, Toto, or Yusuke.
I think he'd wreck all 3 of them.
Well,
He would.
Are we talking regular Yusuke or Demon Yusuke?
Well, like here's the thing, by the time you get to the end of the series, Yusuke is fighting, demon gods and shit like that.
Mm.
So, he like Yu Yu
Still haven't finished
Hakusho
it.
isn't as flashy as most other shonens, but Yusuke is.
You're telling me?
Yeah, Yusuke is like incredibly powerful.
Still haven't finished it.
So
should.
good.
You
The
should.
3 Kings arc makes everything worth it.
There's a lot. There's a lot of shows I need to finish.
I mean, the only
haven't
arc,
found the effort.
that I personally don't like is the one with the psychics.
And even then, it at least makes Kuwabara super important. And
Yeah, it does.
his name is Shisui?
I don't know,
I don't remember exactly the previous detective,
Oh, yeah, the one with like multiple
or
personalities.
Shinzi or something.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly.
But he's a really powerful character. I just hate that after he beats the shit out of Yusuke, we just never see him again.
Yep. Well, he goes
like-
into like a weird catatonic state or
Mm.
whatever. Basically dies.
So who we putting up against Philly then? We doing Adam Smasher, or we wanting to do someone different?
Well, I just think that
I think it would be either Nagant or Adam would be the best fights for Philly.
Lady Nagant's getting wrecked by anyone she fights from here on out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because, like, yeah, she can shoot bullets, but
and walk on air.
yeah. I thought about putting her up against Yusuke because if we
I
go
also
like,
thought that exact same thing.
if we do like dark tournament Yusuke, I think that'd be a pretty fair fight
Yeah.
because Yusuke has ranged attacks with his spirit gun
Hmm.
and can also wipe out a small city with a big enough shotgun blast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, by the time that we get to the Dark Tournament arc and he's strong enough to fight, Toguro,
Yeah.
like Toguro is not weak.
No.
which is crazy. By demon standards, he kind of is.
Yeah, because he's what, like rank B or something?
Mm.
So yeah, I think so. Lane Nagant v Yusuke, Armstrong v Toto,
Well, we
and
need.
Philly v Adam.
So we are doing Philly v. Adam.
I think that's I think that's probably the closest kind of thing that we're doing on that one.
All right.
I just want to see Armstrong get hit by his own alchemy from Toto's Boogie Woogie. I think that'd be so fucking funny.
I also think they would bro the fuck out.
They would.
Yeah.
They'd bro the fuck out and they'd be crying as they're punching each other the whole
Like-
time.
They're both major bros in their own universe.
Yes.
Like between Toto and Itadori and Armstrong and Sig Curtis.
Yeah.
Like I don't even think it'd be a fight. I think they would just be sitting there flexing with each other.
Yeah.
I think that'd be the most entertaining fight.
Well,
Just
that
because
was-
it wouldn't even be a fight.
That would
Exactly.
partially depend on Armstrong's taste in women,
Oh, true.
because that would help Toto determine.
I
How
don't think
he
he'll.
feels about-
I don't think Armstrong's kind of woman is a Jennifer Lawrence though.
We don't know that. Alex Armstrong could be asexual for all we know.
Then Toto's in a real mind comp.
You don't remember when we did this in high school? We're from different universes.
I'm from Germany. You're from Japan.
In a
not even,
completely
like-
different timeline.
I'm not even from your Germany.
I'm from Germany where the World War II wasn't really a thing, but it kind of was.
Ghetto versus father would also be really cool.
Oh, that'd be nuts.
Also, Mahito versus a wood chipper. Where he just gets thrown in the fucking wood chipper forever in Tartarus. Fuck Mahito.
I found out something from the manga for JJK that I'm very like. It was an accidental spoiler on my end. And it made me so fucking sad and mad.
I'm so far behind on the manga right now.
I'm sad because of what it was, but I'm super mad because of how I found out. And I'm like, God fucking damn it.
How'd you find out?
Fucking Facebook, daily dose of anime, fucking bullshit. Fuck.
That sounds about right.
Shit pissed me off. I saw that. I was so mad. I was like, why?
What's funny is, so I don't follow Viz Media on Facebook, but it pops up all the time as like a sponsored ad, and most of them are My Hero Academia spoilers.
Yeah, like that. Like,
Like,
to
bro.
be honest, like MHA spoilers,
How
I'm
is-
fine with.
Yeah.
JJK spoilers, not so fine with because nobody is safe in that thing, and I don't want to know spoilers for it until I get there, kind of thing.
I just think it's funny to have spoilers as a sponsored ad.
Speaking of, this episode's been brought to you by spoilers.
Yeah, but we're a podcast.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's fair.
It's like, Amazon had a sponsored ad for Has Been Hotel.
Sorry, what?
Amazon
Yeah,
had a sponsored ad for Has Been Hotel,
yeah.
and the ad, the actual sponsored ad on Amazon's official Facebook page was the fucking end of the series, where they kill Adam. And that
I'm not gonna lie, didn't even see that ad, and I've watched the whole show like 5 times.
I still only saw the pilot, but
So good.
but now I've seen the ending because of Amazon.
Yeah, honestly, still such a fucking great show.
And
It's so funny.
I was looking through the comments, and everybody in the comments were super pissed off. They were like, "Why would you have the end of the series as your ad?"
Well, I mean, the show's been out since February, so it's been out for a few months, like a good several months now.
Yeah, but still,
Yeah, but-
why would you have the end of any show?
Yeah, yeah. Can you
Fair.
can you think of another example of that ever happening?
No, not right now. I can't.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, could you imagine if
It's
it
like
was
some Frieza defeated level
yeah,
level spoilers.
the ad was Naruto defeating Kaguya with Sasuke as
Yeah.
the fucking ad for Naruto Shippuden,
Yeah, that'd be insane.
or for season 1 of Vinland Saga, it's Askeladd dying. Come watch this show. You're gonna love this character and love the redemption arc for him. Oh, he's dead.
Yeah.
And he's
Yeah,
gone.
watch him die. You don't worry, you'll love him before that happens.
Yeah.
Man, imagine how many people would not have watched Game of Thrones if the end was spoiled for them before it happened.
I wouldn't have watched season 8.
That's fair. Still haven't seen it.
Hey, most of the show is
I've
phenomenal.
heard most of the show is incredible.
Season 6, one of the best TV seasons of any show ever.
For real.
I've just lost a lot of interest in like live action shows and stuff lately. Like Eric and I have been on like such an anime drive lately with like this anime or different like cartoons and stuff. Like the live action stuff we just kind of fell out of very quickly.
Cat got me obsessed with Bridgerton. I fucking love that show.
I don't know what that is.
It's a British show, like place in Britain in like the early 1800s, and it's literally about like women when they go on debut at like 18 to find a husband.
Oh, okay.
But it's also like real spicy and very gossipy, and it's just really fun and interesting and hilarious at times.
Interesting.
It's got really good characters. It's all on Netflix. I highly recommend it.
I don't have Netflix.
There's also a spin-off show about the Queen Charlotte.
Huh.
In terms of live action, I saw Fallout when it came out.
That one has kind of piqued my interest a little bit.
Oh, it's so good. It's probably the best like adaptation I've seen. Especially if you're a Fallout fan. I even showed it to my mom, who of course is not a fan of video games in general, and she even loved it. So you don't even have to like Fallout to like it. That's how good it is.
I'm just happy we're getting good video game adaptations.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I need to get Netflix again soon before, because I know Jaren has a show that I'm planning to assign for my next assignment. I already made a deal with him. Shout out, Wolf.
He has his own show.
No, he has a show that he's been wanting. That he told me to watch, and I told him I would recommend it, or I would do it on the podcast. And then Arcane Season 2 is coming out later this year.
Oh,
and then
nice.
Season 2 of One Piece live action, I think, comes out next year.
Really?
I think so. That's the plan. I think they were planning to try and get it released next year. So I need to get Netflix again somehow.
The new season of The Boys comes out next month, which
I haven't
I'm
even
excited
watched.
about.
I haven't watched any of the boys. I still haven't even watched Invincible.
I recommend both of those highly.
I know, like
The
Boys, I've heard is phenomenal.
They both
Invincible, I've heard is really good. Yeah. There's also like the Adventures of like Superman and Lois Lane, like that one, or like that one has been one that has been on my radar of like ones to kind of watch because I know it's more humorous.
I haven't seen any of that, but there is a newer animated Superman show called My New Adventures with Superman,
That's what it's called.
and
That's the one I was talking about.
that one's probably my favorite.
It's on Max.
version. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of.
Season 2 premieres tonight on Toonami.
Nice.
But I'll probably wait for it to get a little far in before I start watching it.
Yeah.
But that's probably my favorite version of Superman because they kind of switch things up.
Yeah, like I've heard a lot of great things about it, but like I absolutely
highly
fucking hate Superman.
Oh, I think you'll like this one because, for one thing, Lois Lane is like a fully fleshed out character and has a personality, so that's cool. And it honestly kind of feels a little bit more like a shonen than like your typical DC show,
Right.
because Superman does not like immediately have access to all of his powers.
I think my issue with Superman is that he's just so OP all the time.
Yeah.
So
And
that might give me a different take on him, but
yeah, and they also just put really cool spins on all of his villains and stuff. Yeah, highly recommend.
Hell yeah.
All right, well, let's go over the fights that we have. Up first, we've got Zoro versus Yami, then Zabuza versus Bon, Askeladd versus Joe, Gino versus Vash, Coyote Stark versus Death the Kid, Philly the Kid versus Adam Smasher, Lady Nagant versus Yusuke, Alex Armstrong versus Toto.
I'm happy with those.
I'm happy
I
with
am
those.
too. I don't think there's a single fight here that wouldn't be badass to watch.
Yeah.
What are your guys' favorite matchups out of these?
I think mine is it's tied between Zoro and Yami and Armstrong and Toto. Armstrong and Toto would be entertaining. I think Zoro and Yami's would be like very intimidating, but like badass at the exact same time.
Weirdly enough, I think Gino and Vash.
I was also thinking that, but I really like Zabuza and Bon, especially reanimated Zabuza.
Yeah, so that the fight would actually last.
Forever.
Forever and ever.
Yeah. Oh, and an interesting thing I didn't even think about, if it was like a reanimated Zabuza, Bon's power as well is that he steals the enemy's power as he fights.
Yep.
So he progressively gets stronger. But if Zabuza is reanimated, then his power is like it's basically Android rules, where it's like infinitely the same.
Yeah.
So
Bombi using that fox hunt.
yep. Yeah, so that would be really badass.
And I'm very satisfied with these matchups.
And Stark versus Death would be like just an awesomely explosive gun battle.
Agreed.
Like Crimson, I'll show you Stark real quick because you don't know him.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to do a cosplay of him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
For some reason, when I think Coyote Stark, I'm thinking of somebody from. I'm thinking of the. Okay, yeah, that is not the person I had in my brain. I recognize him now, but like the person I had in my brain, for some reason, I was thinking of the fucking French guy from Hellsing Ultimate. Don't know why. The mercenary guy from Hellsing Ultimate who had like the hat that had like the one side that was cocked up.
I don't know. It's been like 3 years since we've watched that.
I watched the abridged version like I think a couple months ago.
Good.
It was so fucking
Yeah,
funny.
Stark makes like a bunch of wolves out of his own energy.
I was
and he's
picturing
Oh,
like
damn.
Sansa Stark, but in Coyote Ugly, and it was hot.
and the wolves all explode when they make contact with something.
Oh, interesting.
Yep.
Well, goddamn.
Yeah. Bleach is badass, man. You should move that up on your list.
know. I think Erica and I are gonna try and watch Free Ren together, though.
Right on.
Yeah, I want to get her. I want to get her started on that soon. We haven't really watched too many anime lately. We've been trying to catch up on YouTube.
What's our anime assignment?
It's one that we talked about earlier that I decided would be a good idea to get Crimson to watch. So I will be assigning season 1 of One Punch Man.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
I'm only doing season 1 because of time.
Mm.
So
Well, that means you can just do season 2 next season,
That's valid.
and
What-
then you
what-
will have no option but to watch season 3.
yeah, especially with the monster war coming up in season 3. Fuck, it's gonna be so.
I just can't wait to see
It's gonna be so.
Monster Garu.
Yeah. There was this video I saw recently where it asked the question if human Garo could beat the 7 from The Boys, which is basically like their Justice League. And
My boy.
and the way that the video actually paints their feats, Garo could actually take out the 7 and as a human.
Couldn't Homelander just hit him with some heat vision and he's done?
From the types of attacks that Garo takes, like even while he's still human, it's debatable on whether or not that would actually kill him.
Now,
and he might
are they
dodge
fighting
it.
is he fighting all 7 at the same time?
Probably not.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if so, someone just has to distract him. Laser beam. Gets him a fucking lobotomy. He's done.
Yeah.
Look what happened to Goku when he got hit by a laser.
True. But yeah. All right. Well, thanks for joining. If you guys have any opinions on the matchups, let us know in the comments. Or if you thought that that you would have arranged the fights differently, we'd love to hear some of your ideas about that. Feel free to reach out to us. And the assignment is One Punch Man Season 1.
Nice.
One punch.
One punch.
All right. See you later, everybody. Bye. I love you.
Bye.